Vidya Bros.
Alright, welcome back.
Actually, I don't because we didn't have one yet.
Not yet, but you know how people go to the high school reunions?
Yes.
You're just gonna go to a reunion for for everyone that turned old. And that's like Vince, Billy Mays, Anthony Sullivan, the fucking what's his name? I don't even know his name anymore.
The British guy is Anthony Sullivan.
No, I know Anthony Sullivan. I'm talking about the fucking dude that did flex tape.
I never knew his name, so no, I can't answer that.
That girl, Kathy, whatever her name is. I don't know what I don't know why.
Got him. After like an hour of fighting this boss, due to how laggy this freaking thing is, we finally beat him.
That's a lot of damage. I think you need to cover it up with flex tape.
Sorry for how much lag that was, people, but how intense is that fight?
It wasn't really that bad, though.
It was pretty bad, especially during the larva form. Can you guess what that is?
New suit upgrade.
No, suit upgrades usually have the Metroid logo on them.
Oh, so it's a helmet?
You're getting there.
A weapon?
No. Hold
on. Samus getting her first lick at a dick.
She probably did that a ton already.
I mean, she's a Federation soldier. I don't know. Every Federation soldier died besides her, so I don't know who she could go with now.
It's a new visor, which
I said helmet.
You didn't say visor though.
But you don't get. You know what I meant though. You don't get a helmet. Like you don't get like a different. What do you call it?
You should have said that.
Dark visor. I can actually see dark enemies now.
So now look. Okay, when the cutscenes actually let me do stuff. Because this is kind of like how the X-ray visor is in Metroid Prime 1, where you can see certain things better in the dark.
Yeah. Wait, so they don't have...
So look, now the thing's just dead. Target chip has been eliminated. Life signs are at a flat line. No regenerative ability in effect. No evidence of symbiotic corpse possession. Resurrection does not appear to be likely. So this
they don't have like a night vision
It's just
visor.
straight up dead. That's what this is.
Oh.
So there's these invisible platforms. I had to jump on them.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty much like how the X-ray visor is in Metroid Prime 1.
You know what they should do if they ever make like a true like 2D version or something
of Metroid Prime?
Like
a 2D Metroid Prime would be pretty weird. Since the series,
it would just be called another M2.
Because the series has always been
3D
for Metroid Prime at least.
But like I feel like they should like make like different filters you can put in. Like if you wanted to see like how the game would look in a 2D aspect, like or you had to, I
guess.
I mean, Dolphin itself has like different like effect filters you can put into the game, where you can look at it in 16-bit. So like just play the game in 16-bit form.
No, I get what you mean.
Or like see it in like a TV, like an old scanline TV form.
Okay. Oh, okay. Weird.
Or you can do like or you can do what Uncharted did and have like the HDR effect.
I actually messed around. Me and my brother both messed around with the different filters you unlock for beating Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
And one of the coolest looking ones is 8-bit mode.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is really cool.
You know,
is it like cel shaded was one of my favorite ones.
Is it like what Nintendo did for Mario Odyssey with the NES filter for the photo mode?
I honestly don't know because I never really messed around with the ones in Mario Odyssey.
But
I've seen people mess around with it in reviews of the game, saying how much fun it is. Like Haydox is saying how much fun you could have doing that.
Yeah, because photo mode is a great option, but you have to do. But you know what I don't understand though? Like Nintendo actually did something actually useful.
So I just stole their energy.
They did something useful where they actually used the photo mode that was built into the Switch itself. Unlike games where they're just like, well, yes, you can take a screenshot, but you have to use our proprietary photo mode in their game.
I'm just checking to see if everything's still recording, and yes, it is. Over an hour and a half because of going back to one place and coming back from it and then fighting a boss. And that took us almost 2 hours now. Just that whole boss fight, pretty much, is going to be a whole session.
Hi, Billy Mays here with Chipotle Way.
I remember in South Park, like, everyone after a while, they just get annoyed with them, and they're like, shut up, Billy Mays.
I know.
It's like, no
Carmen, what the hell is that? It's my Chipotle. What the hell is that? You know, I could just go to Chipotle anytime I want, and then when I bleed out my anus, I could just, you know, clean it up. Chipotle, get it now. What would you do if like Chipotle sold that as like a souvenir thing?
I think that'd be pretty funny. It could be like a situation like how like Rick and Morty caused them to bring Szechuan sauce back and be like, oh, well, South Park encouraged us to give you these for when you eat Chipotle now. That way, if your ass bleeds, it doesn't ruin your underwear. Like,
you know, I've never actually ever like seen anyone do that, or have seen anyone that ever had that problem. Like, I think that's just a fake thing. Like, I don't think anyone played that other anus from Chipotle.
I mean, not unless they eat like a good amount of stuff that will really mess their stomach up. Because, well, this isn't Chipotle. I know this, but did you ever hear of this? Well, it'd be dumb because you live by there. Do you remember Cattleman's Ranch?
I think so.
Well, I can't go that way. Because we're not in light either. But in Cattleman's Ranch, like, I want to say 6 or 7 years ago, my brother, my dad, and Anthony's friend Matt, who I think I told you he's the one with kids. He has like 2 kids now.
Yeah.
He was in his band. She's one of his friends from his band. But anyway, they were competing against them, like each other, and against a bunch of other people. For this wing contest at Calman's Ranch. And it was like you gotta eat 10 ghost chili wings under an hour, and you only get a cup of water or milk, and you gotta ration out the drink of whatever your choice is. And
wait, you only get an hour to do it?
Yeah, that's how those things usually work.
Yeah, but that seems like a long time for... I understand that what they're trying to eat, though, but that seems like a long time, though, for 10 wings.
It is. So, well, I mean, it depends on how much your tolerance for spicy stuff is. So, it's like, okay, it's pretty fair. So, Anthony and my dad ended up winning. I don't know about Anthony's friend. I'm not sure if he won or not. I never asked or found out. But they won. But they had to pay the price.
Oh... Okay, yeah, okay.
Because they were shitting nonstop for days on end. Anthony, like, his stomach was messed up from it. Because since then, he really can't handle hot stuff as much as he used to. Like, doing that, I'm like, yeah, that'll happen. You know what I just thought of now because of Chipotle? Like, if I did that, I probably wouldn't be able to eat hot stuff, and I love eating hot stuff. Like, I mean, you could be like The Simpsons, where they did that episode where they tried to eat the hot, where like they had like a chili like festival, and they ate like the hottest chili ever, and the only way like Homer was able to eat it is that he took candle wax and like let it solidify on his tongue, so he was just able to eat it without the like the chili like hitting his tongue directly. Does that actually work? I don't know, because I don't know anyone that put wax on their tongue, though. That's why I was asking. I'm like, have you put wax in your tongue? I don't know. But you know what I'm thinking, though? Like, if they have Chipotle, you know what they need? What? Taco Bell needs to come out with a drug that they give out to people at Taco Bell, where it's like, if you order a certain amount of food, they give you this drug, and it's like a pill you take. So it prevents you from turning into a foxbird. By the way, we never talked about this, but like, and I know this is not that new anymore, but you know what we should talk about is Chris Savino's being fired from Nickelodeon. No, I talked about that. I don't think we did. No, I talked about that. Him having sexual harassment allegations. If we did, I think it might have been in the scrapped recording for this session from last week. No, it wasn't. No, it was a while ago when I first heard about it, that he was getting sexual. Well, no, you know what Nolan said that was pretty damn funny about that? He was saying, like, they were saying that they weren't sure if they should, like, mention him or not, because some people that make shows in like the animation like community, like, well, they know who Pan is and have seen him at conventions and shit, so it's like he is very careful for what he says, and no one's like, they were saying, especially for advertiser friendly like sake, they were saying, can we even like talk about that? And then no one like doesn't give a shit at all. He's just like, no, yeah, we definitely can talk about that, and we should, because Chris Savino's really fucking pathetic. So even he's just like, yeah, he's pathetic.
He could deny the whole thing and then, you know, get fired afterwards, even though it happened.
He actually gave like a whole apology, and it is one of your stereotypical like so freaking lawyer friendly freaking like apologies by a celebrity you can ever hear.
What is it like with Bill Clinton's like, I did not have sexual allegations with that woman, and he just ended at that?
No, look it up, like, right now, while I'm talking to you. Look up Chris Savino sexual assault allegations apology. But it is, like, Pan did a voice mocking Chris Savino's voice and reading it and apologizing, and it was really funny, but cringy. I'm gonna read this while you're reading that, to find it. The Ing attack. The day came when space was torn asunder, revealing dimensional rifts to a dark place. Horrible dark swarms streaked forth from these rifts, engulfing nearby creatures and transforming them into what we would come to call darklings. The dark creatures became our enemies, and peace came to an end on either.
Wait. Okay, I am deeply sorry, and I am ashamed.
Are you reading the whole thing?
Yeah. Although it was never my intention, I understand that the impact of my actions and communication created an uncomfortable environment. At every stage of my career, I've always sought to uplift my colleagues and cultivate a culture of respect. In this objective, I have failed. I should have known better. I should have acted better, and this has been difficult, but a valuable lesson. Said the writer of his apology speech. Not Chris Savino.
Yeah, no, it's...
No, I know that was him, but that sounded like someone just wrote that and, like, put it into, like, the most technical terms ever. Like, the most basically, like, the most robotic sense you could put it in.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, the most robotic sense ever, and then it was like, I'm just gonna say this now. And, you know... Like...
How lawyer-friendly can you get with that?
Oh, wait, like, I have nothing but the deepest respect for the bravery of the women who have spoken out. Trying to create an environment in which they can thrive and reach their full potential.
It's like, how forced can you be with an apology? Like, do you think that's really pathetic?
Like, you literally are just, like, saying now, like, I understand you're apologizing, but at the same time, it's like, it's like when Squidward on SpongeBob tried to say, I'm sorry, but he couldn't say it.
Yeah, also, Squidward didn't sexually harass anybody.
As far as we know.
I mean, maybe his voice actor did. I don't know. No,
because they would have fired him.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't get fired after his DWI.
Don't you mean SWI?
Squid under influence? I mean...
Squidding while intoxicated.
I was actually about to say that too. It's so weird that when either of us makes up some random thing, the other one guesses and knows what you're talking about. Of whichever one of us does. It's like, oh, let me guess, it's this then.
You know what we have to do now? As on St. Patrick's Day? We have to play Splatoon drunk and just say we're squidding while intoxicated.
I don't know why, but that kind of sounds like something I'd see in a parody video with Splatoon characters.
Squidding while intoxicated, drunk squid.
It'd be like how there's like Ghetto Spongebob and like other things, and it's like this is like something with Splatoon.
Ghetto Splatoon.
I'm not thinking about that, but I think like, someone can definitely make that.
I feel like that could be a thing where it's like Ghetto Splatoon, but you have what's her face? Not Callie Marie.
Pearl and Marina.
Pearl and Marina. Like, I feel like Marina would just be like the fucking ghetto black chick in that whole thing.
I forgot. Is she black? I forget.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Pearl's the white one.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Not that she is... I mean, she is white, but she also wears white, too.
I mean, that doesn't matter.
That was a crazy twist on that whole story, by the way. the fucking Splatoon 2 storyline.
It was, but to be fair, it was pretty much like what I would expect from when, like, I think Callie's the one that goes missing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though, you weren't.
It's like, oh, okay, she turned evil. So
yeah, but you weren't expecting. You were expecting. Oh, we have these two new characters, Pearl and Marina, but then you weren't expecting Callie and Marie to make a return at all.
Oh, if you're talking about like for the final boss fight, no, I agree. I wasn't expecting that.
Like, yeah, but no one expected them to come back in the beginning. Like, they just thought, oh, we have Pearl and Marina now, and then that's what we're gonna have now because it's a new game. We need to have new people. Like, it makes sense. Like,
if they make a Splatoon 3, I feel like they're not gonna have Callie Marie in them whatsoever.
And no, if they make
and instead,
if they make a Splatoon 3 though, I don't think it won't be for a long time because they're doing so much for the game now.
Yeah, and
I feel like I just feel like if they were to make a Splatoon 3, the only way, and I really feel this, like, I would. Don't get me wrong. Whatever Nintendo does, I'm gonna fucking go for it with Splatoon. But
you know what I'm really feeling?
What?
I'm feeling my nuts.
Shut up, Kevin.
I thought they were gonna say Beavis.
Well,
because there was like an episode where like they're being filmed to try and like for something for school to like make this thing for like them being followed around on what their daily lives are and what they do, and it's like them being filmed on what they do in their lives, and then like this teacher like says, I mean this guy filming them for the thing, like at one point he says to Beavis, like he's asking him how he's feeling, he's like, what are you feeling right now? And then Beavis is just like my left nad.
I know what you're talking about. But, what I'm saying though is like, because like, don't get me wrong, Splatoon 2 is a fantastic game, and Nintendo knows how to take concepts like that and put them into action and actually make them work. But
true. The
thing is though, what I do not like about the game, and it's been a constant thing about the franchise, or the only two games they have right now, and it's been a constant thing where it's like, literally, they just cannot do, and this is basically their older games also, except for Mario Kart and Smash Brothers. To a point, Smash Brothers 4 to a point.
Smash Brothers 4 is an amazing freaking fighting game. I really hope that gets a Switch port.
But what I'm saying is though, in general, with all their games, besides Mario Kart and Smash Brothers only because of the sometimes laggy online. Like, it depends on your internet. It's pretty good most of the time, but it just depends.
You know what's weird is Brawl was the game that always gave me problems online, even if I'm playing with friends.
Yeah.
And then Smash 4 online, unless we were recording for it, I didn't really have any problems. Like, when me, you, Nick, and Patrick used to play it online,
yeah, but
I actually didn't really
they improved on it a great amount, but at the same time,
like, it got a little better.
But it all depends on your internet connection, and I'm glad...
And I have a terrible internet connection.
No, but I'm so glad they did not implement what they did in Brawl, though, where it was like, it's like no matter what you could have like the best internet that the US provides, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could be playing Smash Brothers, literally like Smash Brothers Brawl on a government mainframe server, right?
Yeah.
But if you live in Japan, you cannot verse that person in Japan just because of the fact that they're too far away. That's like saying like, oh, I can't like power my air conditioner in the desert because I don't have a extension cord long enough. Like, that's the thing. I don't understand. Like every company out there, whether it's Capcom for the fighting game, Mortal Kombat, never had issues with their online, unless you just had fucking terrible internet.
Oh, I want to read this now that we can.
The new lore.
Dark Aether. We might have read this before. I don't remember because some things I skip, and plus I had to get back and caught up for this for you guys for the show. So if I did, you can just skip ahead. But I'm going to read it anyway. In time, we created machines to open rifts to our enemy's world. Volunteer scouts went through the rifts and found a twisted world, harsh and poisonous, a dark aether. They discovered that this world held the missing half of our planet's energy. They also saw the true face of the enemy, a race who came to call Ing, meaning terror. Our scouts could not survive long on the surface of Dark Aether, so venomous was its air. Still, we vowed to return. We prepared for war. Okay. Well, you didn't exactly return, did you? Most of you died, like this person right here.
Okay, so back to what I was saying though.
We gotta return to UMass now, so that way we can get to the next temple. You can continue.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of Metroid Prime 2.